Hey, all right. Welcome to Santal, July 10th. Let's see what Sun Tzu has in store for us today. So, July is all about duty and maneuvering. So, Sun Tzu, we have maneuvering. The 10th, yes. So, following up on what we learned over the weekend, if you march 30 li with the same objective, two-thirds of your army will arrive. So, basically we're continuing Sun Tzu's continuing his thoughts of don't hasten your army and exhaust yourself in order to gain an advantage. And again, in the one of the other translations, it really comes down to just a few things. I'll read out what the interpreters say though. Master Sun says struggling. It incorporates yesterday too, so they and tomorrow. So they put all three of these in the same little grouping. Struggling for an advantage 50 miles away will thwart the forward leadership, and as a rule, only 50% of the soldiers make it. Struggle for an advantage 30 miles away, and 2 out of 3 get there. So an army perishes if it has no equipment, it perishes if it has no food, and it perishes if it has no money. So Mao Yelchin says these three things are necessary. You cannot fight to win with an unequipped army. I know, super enlightening, super deep, super thoughtful, but sometimes that's the thing with the art of war. It's kind of just surface level, and they're just reflections at the time. But we can still try to draw meaning, and I think the meaning to draw is don't overexert yourself. Don't march super fast. Don't be unequipped. All right, so let's see what Mr. Holiday has in store for us on July 10th, entitled Love the Humble Art. Love the humble art you have learned, and take rest in it. Pass through the remainder of your days as one who wholeheartedly entrusts all possessions to the gods, making yourself neither a tyrant nor a slave to any person. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 4.31. Stop by a comedy club any weekend night in New York or LA, and you're likely to find some of the world's biggest and most commercially successful comedians in there, workshopping their craft for just a handful of people. Though they make a fortune in movies or on the road, there they are, practicing the most basic form of their art. If you ask them, why are you doing this? Why do you still perform? The answer is usually because I'm good at it, because I love it, because I want to get better, because I thrive on connecting with an audience, because I just can't not do it. It's not work for them to get on stage at Caroline's or the Comedy Cellar at 1 a.m. It's invigorating. They don't have to do it. They're free, and they choose this. Whatever humble art you practice, are you sure you're making time for it? Are you loving what you do enough to make the time? Can you trust that if you put in the effort, the rest will take care of itself? Because it will. Love the crafts. Be a craftsman. I like it. I like it. It's a great reflection. I think that the tie-in to Sun Tzu would be, you can get there to gain an advantage, right? Because you can do these things that pay you a lot of money, like making a fortune in movies or doing a tour, just featuring you. But here you are doing the things that you're not really going to get paid for because you need to practice, you need to get better. And so, in the same sense of like, don't go marching 50 li or 30 li to seek an advantage. Don't go out there overexerting yourself because if all you do is make movies and go on tour and you don't practice your craft and you don't come up with anything new, you might lose yourself. Half of your generals might die, half of who you are might not exist anymore because you get so caught up in pushing the limits, pushing forward too fast, and not taking the time to slow down and enjoy the moment and get better and come up with maybe an alternative plan to where you can still catch an advantage, but at the same time, not lose half of your generals or half of your army, as the metaphor might go here. So I think that as we move through the week, make sure that whatever we're doing questioning or not whether we love our craft, right? What we do, like let's say, let's just use me as an example, making these videos. Right now, nobody's watching these, but perhaps you're watching this 10 years from now, and it's similar to this. And I'm still making these whether there's benefit or not. I just enjoy reading out loud. I mean, we do as a family, we read the Daily Dad at the dinner table right before we eat, and things like that, that they're free, but you choose to do it because you can't not do it, right? You're good at it, or you love it, you like reading, you like playing video games, you like building things. There's there's something out there that you're passionate about, and finding a way to incorporate it into your life as a craftsman, right? Your hobby. For me, it's managing portfolios or being an electrician, both of those things. And so there is sort of you'll never work a day in your life if you're doing what you love mentality to some of that stuff. And so, even if it's late at night at the end of a long work day, I still find myself opening up finance books to read them. Not like textbooks or anything, more biographical or biograph or autobiographical books, based on things that have happened, and just kind of studying the history in terms of finance and the economy. And that's not always true, right? I mean, I watch Netflix, I play video games. There's always things, um, but keep pressing on, keep standing tall. I know this is long winded. Thanks for staying with me. Subscribe. See you on the next one.